Hi, I'm back. I think I ran out of the time limit. Are you guys here? Should I wait for you guys to come online? I'm sorry, I've not even read any of your comments in the previous one, but I will go back and read everything, and whatever I can answer in comments, I will. If not, I will address it in my next video. Okay, so we were at Librans. Okay, I had cracked a very bad joke about how Librans and Geminis, if they marry, they would or date, they would never come to any decision. So, but there are also people who want to work for justice, for fairness, for equality. They are the ones who want to bring liberty, freedom, equality, justice into the world, right? So Librans can also be too diplomatic. They are easygoing and sociable. They're not here or they're not as passionate as either Leo or Scorpio. They're somewhere in the middle, right? So in the negative traits, they can be very erratic, indifferent. They want convenience. They are unreliable and very superficial. They can get stuck in their high horse ego that everyone is useless, nobody is thinking about the betterment of society, this is bad, that is bad. They can become very critical of everyone and everyone's life path and everyone's choices, be it political affiliations. They want uh, everyone to follow what they are saying. After Libra comes Scorpions. The positive traits are very deep insights, very determined, very hardworking, very passionate. They can be very sexy, um, yeah. But Scorpios are very loyal with you. So if you are disloyal to them, oh, you're done for. Don't ever make an enemy out of a Scorpion moon sign, any sign of theirs. If it is a Scorpion, don't. Just don't go there. You don't want them stinging you. They can be so vindictive. They can be horrible. They can be with wrathful. If you want to know what wrath is, be on the wrong side of a Scorpio. They can have no self control. They will use words, actions, everything, anything to hurt you back. They can be compulsive, unforgiving, narcissistic, very manipulative. They're very possessive and jealous and suspicious. They do not want to share anything that they have. Now here from Scorpio onward comes in yet another thing in the negative is overcome by lust. Not lust based on romance, but just pure physical lust. Here is where it starts according to zodiac signs. Now, as a Sagittarian, they are very open hearted. They're charitable, they're adventurous, enterprising, optimistic. They're supposed to be very energetic, very quick decision makers, very action oriented. But in the negative traits, they can be very envious, very controlling, domineering, restless, stubborn, careless, irresponsible. They become stuck. Okay. After Sagittarius comes the Capricornians. They are very responsible, persistent, disciplined, serious, very reserved, shrewd, determined as nobody's business. They are not shaken easily. They are very meticulous. They plan step by step. They have a plan forever and ever and ever. If you are a total chaotic person, make sure you have a Capricornian friend over there next to you, or someone who can just put everything into compartments for you. But then they'll take over your entire life, let me tell you that. Oh my god, in the negative trait, they're very controlling. My way, there's no fucking highway shy, only my way. They're very traditionalist. They become very dogmatic and conservative. They're very, very authoritarian. They are very pushy, bossy, domineering to the hilt. They can become very conservative to the point of taking you back centuries. Pessimistic, they're very shy actually. They're very obstinate, and they by now they have become very hard hearted due to all the life experiences. They're also afflicted by envy, lust, and greed. They're very stuck up about their image in society. They want respect, they want awards, they want recognition, they want to be looked up to and revered almost. All right, so that's Capricornians. And then my sweetheart, my mom, Piscean. I love Pisceans. The positive traits, they're sensitive, they're creative, they are so beautiful, placid, cheerful, warm hearted, romantic, devoted, compassionate. Their intuition is like wow. They can keep the home. Masculine, feminine doesn't matter. Wherever they go, they become the glue of keeping everyone together without actually imposing anything. They naturally bring a certain sense of uh, the spiritualism with them. In the negative though, they're too dreamy. They're only dreamy. They're not taking any action. They have large dreams, big plans, but they will not do anything. Just they'll be just happy thinking about it. They can be restless, lack of self confidence, indecisive, they're escapist, they are idealistic, but they also, again, there's a hint of envy. And when a Piscean loses their temper, remember what sharks and whales are. Fishes. I mean, okay, one of them is mammals or whatever, but still, you get the drift, right? So, I had so much to say. I just will check if I have covered most of it. Um, yeah, I did mention that it's not just that you're working on one thing at a time. Your mental faculties might be at something else, and the next one at not next, and your soul might be at another level. Your heart might be at another level. Did I miss out my poor little Aquarians? Oh dear. Oh. The positive traits, they're very innovative, they can think out of the box, they completely stand out, they're very capable of being alone without feeling lonely, they're kind, reliable, loyal, inventive, humanitarian, they're all about the collective, they're all about being very um, they're not wasteful. They want to use everything. They are clever, they're very witty, they are very friendly, but they don't have too many close friends. As an Aquarian, they can be very hardworking. They're bestowed with a lot of intelligence, but in the negative they can be very boastful, they can be very lazy, they might be prone to taking their intelligence for granted. They can become, when they lose their temper, they can be furious, they can become aloof and withdraw. They're very unpredictable, they're rebellious, they'll break certain uh, structures of society, or they will just not care, they will move through what they want, right? um, they can feel as a little standoffish, or people not really understanding them. um, but Aquarians are much required for forward movement as a society, as a group, as a person, to break out of molds. To get out of stagnancy, you need much more of the Aquarius energy. Why it is very significant is because collectively we are moving into the Aquarius age. So, where we were stuck in traditions and old structures and old ways of economy and politics, and how what is schooling all about, or what the economy system was, or relationships, or whatever, we are at the fag end, literally. The time for it to be broken down and recreated is going to happen. be it marriage, be it whatever. Watch the society for next 5 years. You will know what I'm talking about. You will see what is going to happen. So that's that, and I think I had a very long session. Now I'm going to take your questions. So start. So while we are waiting for that, I hope this weekend was not really, really harsh for all of you. Tomorrow you will start feeling better up to 10th. There's a little bit of optimism, a bit of relief, but then I will, for those of you who are following me on WhatsApp groups, I will be giving the updates about the eclipses. Where does our soul really reside? No, Ravisha, you can question me about the topic I spoke about, okay? For each time when I'm doing, because another thing, there are a lot of you awakening, there are a lot of, it's not in your body, love, okay? Uh, um, what was I saying? Yes. So there's a new wave that is about to be woken up. I was shown that of twin flames, as well as in the collective. There's a massive awakening going to be taking place over the next few months, especially after these three eclipses. So what I'm going to be doing is making 3 to 4 part A to Z of the twin flame as has been channeled to me. So if you resonate with me and the way I see this journey, you will find a lot of answers over there. Okay, because they are different, slightly different kind of paths. So that's why there are several way showers. But even if you have been walking this path for quite some time, I would still suggest, when I'm doing those videos, please do go through them, because it's going to really help you get clarity, know what step maybe you might have missed, or an epiphany which you might have missed, or understanding of how to even recognize, for example, when are you bouncing between 3D, 4D, 5D, what is happening, where are you at emotionally, where are you mentally. I'm going to be covering all of that. Okay, so it might be one part which is huge like today, or it might be a 3 part series. I'm not really sure right now, but I'm going to be doing that very, very, very soon. But for the eclipse, I might, I'm not sure. I'm feeling more guided to make my audios rather than unless I get a specific channeling for twin flames, which we already know. A lot of things are being worked behind the scenes. These eclipses are going to be pretty major, life altering events and fated events for some who are ready. Otherwise, a lot of triggering will happen, a lot of lessons will be learned. A lot of you might feel like giving up. Ravisha, for example, if you're not sure, or if you feel you've not met your twin flame but you're walking this path, you might be connecting to his from with your twin flame while he's in the other realm, with his 4D or 5D, so you might be getting certain sensations, you might be getting telepathic messages. He might start coming to you in dream state, showing you certain things about the future, how you're going to meet and all. So try and journal them, because you think you will remember forever, but those things you tend to forget. A lot of things which I had been shown, I had very convenient. No, it's not convenient. It just, I had kind of, it had gone till then. When I re-met my masculine, I was like, oh shit, I was told this, I was told that. I was like, oh my god, why didn't I write that? Things like that. So because you're already walking it, and he might be connecting and supporting you from the other side, that doesn't mean he's not born or he's not on this planet, but it might not yet be time. You're still very young, you might have a lot of experience to get over. For example, I'm not saying this is about you, but if you're stuck in certain traditional conservative thoughts and values about virginity, about flirting is wrong, or about, they should be no this thing about without marriage, I need to know if this is leading somewhere, I cannot be playful with someone or share a light-hearted dinner because I don't want to give a wrong impression. If you're stuck in all those things, that means you have a lot more growing to do. That means you have to go through certain experiences. You have to go. See, when your heart breaks, you actually open it, you expand it. A heartbreak is not a bad experience, that it's a punishment for doing something wrong. On the contrary, whenever you go through broken hearts, that's where the light enters, that's where the expansion happens. You have to go through, and especially twin flames, like I had previously mentioned, and I'll mention again when I make the long video. You have to go through a lot of things, from heartbreak to knowing what is infatuation, crush, first love, deep love, true love, unconditional love, lust, pure lust, lust with romance, what is a marriage of convenience, what is an arrangement marriage, what is divine partnership, how can you become conscious partners with someone, you know. So you go through, and you have to go through several deaths. You go through death of belief systems, you go to death of ego, you go through death of what you thought were your true family. They disappear when you need them the most, and you have to learn to be self-reliant. You go through several deaths of ego, or dark nights of the soul. The terminology might be different, but you go through several losses, so that you can wake up and come out better and better and better, and you rise like the phoenix every time. And a lot of us at different levels will be going through the rising of the phoenix over the next 2 months, like July, August, right into September. Okay, so you might feel that everything is collapsing, things are not working out. Now, there are a lot of divine masculines, for example, they keep insisting on doing things the old way for the same reasons as before, and wondering why they're not reaching their abundance. Okay, if their life lesson is don't try to take a shortcut, and they keep insisting on trying to find a shortcut to reach abundance, they'll be denied that. If they're supposed to let go of certain relationships or certain situations in their life, and they're not doing it, if they have to learn to be assertive and they're not doing that, abundance will be elusive for them. Okay, so you will have to check within you, because you also are carrying the divine masculine energies. So wherever you are stuck, wherever you're carrying on anything that is human created, man created, and if you're holding steadfast, clinging, that will be shattered. Your hands will now be pried open, and that always hurts. When you surrender voluntarily, you have let go. Your fingers are not getting damaged, you have not got scraped on your knees being dragged by that car. Okay, you have to let go when the time comes, and now has come the time. Whatever you did not manage to, if it's little bit, you'll go through a small purge. If it's huge life lessons, don't take it as a negative thing. It is for your growth. Always ask the question, what are you trying to show me? What is the gem, the lesson that you want to leave with me? All the planets are our teachers. What lesson are they bringing to us? If you're a good student, sometimes they do become extra strict with you, as in school, right? Because they have higher expectations of you. But they are here to help us, they are not our enemies. Your divine partner is not your enemy, no matter how they're behaving right now. Okay, so whenever you can, if you're feeling negative, whether you think you're purging or healing your divine masculine's energies, come back to whatever level of frequency you're at and send it that way. I want to be a bad one, a bad student, then you are punished all the time, and then they'll make sure Shani Dev Saturn is your teacher, your class teacher. You don't want that. That's what, those are the people who are going to be hit the hardest this eclipse season, because they are not learning their lessons, they're not paying attention, they've been told again and again and again, and bam, you know. So a lot of things will be taken away when they were told, give it to me, deposit it, you will give it to you once you leave, but they insisted on doing things their way, and now it's going to get confiscated forever and ever, and things like that. I'm not trying to scare anybody. But yeah, this eclipse season for certain waves of twin flames, not none of you guys, Vibha, I'm not sure about where you are. We are still, our conversation is still pending. Please just text me tomorrow, I'm going to call you up tomorrow, okay darling? And Mishupi and sorry, Ravisha, don't you worry, Anu, don't you worry, because you guys have just about started waking up to the journey. So yes, you'll find a lot of triggers emotionally, the things that you have to overcome, such as being too dependent on others, or not being assertive, learning to say yes, learning to say no, learning to ask for help, learning to juggle several things together. you know like with Anu, I had kind of sent her a brief audio on, when even if you have a very hectic schedule, how can you incorporate your spiritual certain things. And I'm going to take her permission, if it's okay to share with some of you, because I have shared the tools with some of you, but how can you incorporate it into your day to day life, because right now you need to work on several things. you know you Yeah, we love it. I am the Joker myself. I am the most, I make the most insensitive jokes at times, just because I can't handle so much seriousness. I make inappropriate jokes at inappropriate times, because I'm like, this is getting too serious. You won't believe, there was a time when a friend of mine's mother was in the hospital in the ICU, okay? And obviously it was heavy, heavy, heavy. I'd never been to a hospital before, and I was like fucking scared of being there because of whatever reason. And high five. And we're in the lift, and obviously because it's a hospital, the lift is going like, and literally I'm there, and I kind of said, this lift is so fast, souls are waving me by and flying past, okay? Not realizing his mother is in the ICU. I was just trying to lighten up the moment, and I was like, my god, this lift is so fast that you can actually see the souls flying by and saying bye. So I also try to lighten up the whole atmosphere, because oh my god, if you don't have a sense of humor, you will not survive this journey, because it can be the best thing. And when you are rewarded, or when you reach a certain stage and the bubble phase, and um, certain energies when they come to you. Yeah, yeah, I have told my mother that I'll get you a boyfriend and this, that, and she's to be like, what are you saying? I she's like, you're so hot, anyone will love to flirt with you. One of my first boyfriends, I had in fact told him, you know what, you and my mom will hit off fabulously. Why don't you go and flirt with her, and she'll also kind of be so happy. And he's like, what? What's wrong with you? I've been like that. I just say whatever. Um, Bindas or not, but it's mostly to lighten the atmosphere. But people just get super scandalized. So then I started filtering what I'm saying to who I'm saying and stuff. Now I'm back to being my brazen self. That's what this journey does to you. Now I'm not so apologetic about saying fuck and stuff, and you can't handle it, just fuck off from my channel. It's like that. Oh, well, you will go through lessons, and then what will happen, Ravisha, when you meet your twin, is there will be minimum kind of triggers. You will be reminded of, it's like you washed a white sari which has now turned black. We are now washing, 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 clearing, clearing, clearing. And once you have done that, now it is nearly white. There are just a few stains left. So those will be triggered. Okay, so for you, the journey, after you've learned the certain lessons and cleared out certain belief systems, certain baggages from past lives or wounds, and healed all those things, it will not take too much time to overcome. It might be, it depends on where your twin will be at that time, we can all just pray that he's already doing all that work and you are the baby in the relationship, you know. If you are the one who's going to lead him, then he's probably going to awaken after you. So but the paradigm might be changing, because thus far it's the divine feminine who has been waking up, doing the clearing, purging, learning lessons, and uh, then the divine masculine goes through. So let's pray for Ravisha that her twin flame is already awakened and doing his stuff, and helping her, assisting her ethically, or you know energetically, so that if you all can be together as a tribe, and we can, I want to meet all of you individually. And now that so many of you are in Pune, it gives me a bigger motivation to come hug you all, and just touch you, and know you, as because I already feel so connected. I'm already kind of, for some of you, I've got messages I have recorded and sent to you, and love you guys too. And I think I should really go, because this is also becoming like half an hour almost. You must be thinking, how much can I talk? But I used to be very talkative. Now in social places, I really don't know how to make conversations. But when I'm talking about metaphysics, or when I'm channeling, or when I'm doing this, I can talk for hours without getting exhausted. I don't even feel hungry, thirsty. I just feel so driven. I want to share everything I have, be it knowledge, be it anything. I just want to share with all of you. And I love you guys very, very much. All my regulars, especially. I just, I'm so grateful you are part of my soul family, my soul tribe. And just keep me in your prayers and continue sending me your love. And if you feel guided to share these videos on other groups, or I don't know where, wherever you feel guided to, where there might be twin flames, just keep the thumbs up coming. I've just got one like today. That's bad. Is this such a bad transmission? See, my babyhood took over. That's the Aryan me. Thank you. So, I want to know how many of you guys are in Pune right now. I'm so glad to have you, Dola, too. I try my best to have a one-on-one with everyone on my channel. How many of you in Pune? You both are there. There's some more. There were some more people on my channel. Ah, you like the previous one. I didn't see. Anu is not, I know. Anu is in Delhi. So, but I'm going to try and figure out something like a retreat or something like that, where we can come and have fun, learn, do some healing, and get, do things like that. And even if it's small scale, we'll kind of do it. So, because coming to Bombay, I don't know, it's too expensive. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. But Pune, I'm ready. Oh, Vipa, you're in Delhi now. Or were you always in Delhi? Okay. But there were some other followers of mine who were in Pune and who wanted me to come and do certain workshops over there. So if you guys watch this, please do leave a comment that you're from Pune or you'd like me to come, so that I can see if I can do something, and maybe I can come to Delhi. I'm not coming to Calcutta, Dola. Patna, Calcutta. You guys will have to come to maybe Delhi or something. We'll make a long-term plan, so that everyone can figure out their schedule and stuff like that. Cool. So, leaving you all with a lot of love and light. I really hope this brought some insights, and you'll find this tool useful, and you can keep it as a handy reference to see where you're at, weekly, monthly, or even during the day, and you're like, what the hell happened to me, things like that. So use it, and keep me in your prayers, give me all your love, share, like, comment, subscribe, all that regular stuff. For my new viewers, if you have chanced upon this channel, I really hope you enjoyed the two videos. Please watch the previous one too, because that was cut short, and this is part 2 of the previous video. So this is Nikita signing off now. Good night all. Love you.